Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, my students. For today, we will continue to study life cycle of living thing part 2. So, for this part, the second part of life cycle of living thing, we will discuss the life cycle of flowering plant. But before we continue to the flowering plant, I will review first. This is the life cycle that we have discussed last week. I have explained to you that the life cycle divided into two. The first, if the young looks similar to the adult, we say that the life cycle is not metamorphosis. So the first here, if the young looks similar to the adult, we say that the life cycle is not metamorphosis. And then if the young looks different to the adult, we said that the life cycle is included in metamorphosis. So if the young looks different to the adult, we said that the life cycle is metamorphosis. The life cycle that include in metamorphosis, it is divided into two. It can be complete or it can be incomplete. It can be complete. Sometimes we say this is holometabolism, or it can be incomplete, and then we can say this is hemimetabolism. Remember, in insect, the complete metamorphosis, there is the pupal stage. In insect, the complete metamorphosis consists of 4 stages. That in 4 stages there is the pupal stage. Okay, and then that incomplete, there is no pupal stage. Okay, this is the topic that we have discussed last week. And then for the next life cycle, we will study about the life cycle of flowering plant. The life cycle of flowering plant consists of 3 stages: seed, young plant, or sometimes we say seedling, and then adult plant. So the life cycle of flowering plant consists of 3 stages: seed, seedling, and adult plant. Okay. This is here, the example is tomato plant. You can see your book page 35. The life cycle of flowering plant consists of 3 stages. Here teacher will explain to you when the seed becomes seedling, or young plant, we said that the process is germination. So I introduce you one process in the life cycle of plant that called germination. In bahasa this is berkecambah. Jadi berkecambah in bahasa germination. What is that, teacher? When the seed become seedling, the change a seed into seedling, we said that the process is germination. In bahasa berkecambah. When we talk about germination, we have to know the part of the seed. Okay, look at here. This is the bean seed. We will discuss the part of the seed here, the example bean seed. The part of seed, the first is cotyledon, in bahasa still cotyledon. And then seed coat, kulit biji. Of course, you know what is the function of seed coat karena dia kulit, so it has function to protect the seed. And then the last part is embryo. The embryo, that will be a new plant. So this is embryo, itu calon individu baru. The embryo that will be a new plant. So I repeat once more, the part of seed there are cotyledon, seed coat, and embryo. Okay, why we have discussed this is, teacher? Because I want to introduce you about the cotyledon, that the cotyledon has function to store food. Just now we have known that there are 3 parts of seed: cotyledon, embryo, and seed coat. Seed coat has function to protect the seed, and then embryo that will be a new plant, calon individu baru, and then cotyledon. What is the function of cotyledon? It has function to store food, menyimpan cadangan makanan. So the seed has food inside their body. Okay, that you have to remember that the seed has food inside their body. They have stored food in their body, that we say this is cotyledon. This is the reason why the seed doesn't need food when they do germination, because they have stored the food inside their body. So when the germination process, the seed need. So when the seed becomes seedling or young plant, the seed need water, air, and warmth. So these are three essential faktor yang esensial, yang penting dalam proses germination atau berkecambah, air, water, and warmth. So there is no light here, tidak ada cahaya. There is no food here, tidak ada makanan. Why, teacher? Because inside the seed body, the seed has stored food in their cotyledon. This is that I want to explain to you. Now look at the step of germination. Look at the picture here. Jadi tahap dalam proses berkecambah. Okay, the first step here, look at the teacher circle, is the seed. So the first step, of course, we plant the seed in the soil. After that, what part of the plant that will grow? The plant that grow first here, the root. So the plant that grow first is the root. Okay, the plant's part that grow first is the root. After that, the shoot will appears. Baru muncul tunas. Shoot in bahasa it's mean tunas. So the shoot will appear. So the first seed plant in the soil. After that, the root grow first, and then the shoot will appear. This is the step of germination. And then look at the shoot. When the shoot appear, it means the leaf start to grow. The leaf start to grow. So when there is the leaf, do you still remember what is the function of leaf? Fungsinya daun that we have studied. Leaf has function to make food for the plant. So when the leaf appear, it means the plant are ready to make food. Nah, saat ini sudah bikin makanan. When the plant still be a seed, they do not need to make food because they have stored food in their cotyledon. Okay, this is the step of germination. We have discussed the step of germination just now, so it means the second part has over, sudah selesai the second part. We will continue next week, the third part of the life cycle of living thing. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.